Right, hi. I just want to add a few little things to the Predator, the theme of the Predator movies. Right, so women's intuition, right? The Predator in the movie, he's got this thing on his shoulder. It's got like this gun thing that seems to work by itself. You know, there's a point in one of the movies where I think it's the first one. Yeah, where Arnold Schwarzenegger's character, he fires this bow and arrow onto this bridge as the Predator's walking across this bridge, like it's a big log, but like a bridge, and it hits just in front of him, and it freaks the Predator out, and then all of a sudden his like gun thing on his shoulder just starts firing all over the place, like, and you know, it's got sort of independent. It's got an independent sort of like action, and this is connected with women's intuition, I think. Um, all the gadgets that he's got, all the technology, you know, and the sort of like the stuff for being like cloaked. This is like connected with women and how they operate. You know, like in the films, the predators hanging around in the trees, observing them all, constantly observing them, like looking at their energies and that. It's like this is again that with women and their intuition and the way that they are gathering information about us all the time. You know, and they've got with their intuition. It's like secret weaponry. It's like advanced weaponry. You know, when they need to, they can just use their intuition, especially if they get angry, right? You get a woman angry if you're in a relationship, right? All you know what we know what happens. They've been logging all your fucking weaknesses all the time you've been together. They've got a whole fucking list of them. You know, just like the Predator has been looking at all our weaknesses and stuff, and looking like in the films, he's observing them, finding out all their weaknesses. Also in the films, there's another giveaway. I've got a list of them. He doesn't attack people that haven't got a gun. Now a gun is a symbol, like it's a phallic symbol. So it's like it connects with the penis, and firing the gun is like when you want to have a good time with a woman, you want to have sex with a woman. That's when you become like a target. It's a lot of this is like, I think. It's a way of nature, you know, like making itself efficient. Like, what if women have got running on instincts pretty much all the time, right? Then, and we are predatory mammals. I mean men, humans are predatory mammals. You know, we haven't evolved to be farmers exactly at all. We're predatory mammals. That's why we've got big brains, you know, and stuff. You know, and we eat meat. Right. Why would nature create two sets of instincts if it can just have one? One is much simpler. It's much less complicated. You know, it just makes things much more efficient, right? So in the same way that the black widow spider it bites the head off the male, its mate, after it's served its usefulness. That's kind of how women treat men in the sexual arena. They use the same predatory instincts as they've got, you know. So they get as much as they can out of men for putting as little effort in. You know, for as little of their effort, they want to get as much reward back as possible. That's just nature. You can't criticise women for that. But in terms of like being a human being and rising up above our animal instincts, then you can criticise them. If they want to call themselves like human beings with souls, right? They've got to stop living in their instincts. They've got to come out of the matrix, so to speak, right? Let's just go back to the films again. The mask. You know, the Predator wears this mask, right? Women wear a mask. You know, at the very least they wear makeup, but you know, even without the makeup, they still kind of wear a mask. Generally, people do. But this, you know, applies to women, you know, more because of the fact that they wear makeup. And when he takes his mask off, he's very elaborate about it. You know, he makes a sort of show of taking the mask off. And women are like that with their mask. They don't want to take it off. If they're going to take their mask off, they're only going to do it in very specific situations. Now, if you look at the film, when he takes his mask off, you can see what sort of situation it is. when women are going to take their mask off, and it's not pleasant. It's only when they feel like they're in control and they've got you under their mercy, sort of thing. Okay, what else? When you sort of finally get them, you know, you nail them, and this is like women or the predator applies. Same thing applies. If you've got them down to rights, bang to rights, right, and they can't escape out of it and carry on with their little predatory ways, what do? They fucking self-destruct and take you with them. You know, they just go totally fucking ape shit and wreck everything. You know, it's like, you know, there's so many little things connected with like how women work and how the predator films are. The long hair, another giveaway. The predators have got long hair, like women wear their hair long. It's just like, you know, after you take the mask off, what does the face look like? It looks like a kind of vagina, you know. Oh dear. Okay, I think that's about enough. Just say, I just watched this film, Room 237, like, and it's about Stanley Kubrick's The Shining, and it's all about the in-depth analysis of that film. So I think that's probably why I've started like looking at Predator again and seeing all these other different like layers of meaning in it and stuff. The camouflage, you know. Oh yeah, that's it. I'll stop now. That's it. We'll just say there's quite a few more reasons why I associate the Predator films with women, and I see it like as a MGTOW film.